And thanks for having me.
You just recently had a roadshow, I believe, in 4 provinces where you embarked on a campaign to hear from the people and also speak to them about what you're doing. Talk to us about the feedback. What were people saying, the common concerns?
I think the feedback generally over the weekend was very positive. We ran a program called RAF on the Road in Orlando, Secunda, Umtata and Umlazi, and we saw over 3,500 people. People were so impressed with us making our services accessible that in Umlazi we actually had to go back yesterday and spend the day between 8 in the morning and 4 p.m. attending to queries and concerns. So the overwhelming sense that we've got from people is really that access to our services is something that matters to them, and if we can get to them and make it easier for them to be assisted, all the better.
And some of the issues that were raised, I'm sure the turnaround time and the criteria, what other concerns did people have?
Well, generally, I think people assume that it's a quick process, and it isn't. Unfortunately, due to our law, you first need to prove fault, and then you need to quantify the extent of the injuries and the impact of this crash on your income, your home, or your health. That requires many reports, many medical reports. If people elect to make use of legal services, you then go to court, and that takes up to 2 years alone. So the process is not a short one. However, we have put in place processes to become more efficient. We can pay funeral claims within a week. We can pay medical claims anywhere between 60 days to 180 days. And when it comes to the more serious claims, we've shown that when you come directly to us, we can settle it within 2.5 years in full.
So the ideal is 2.5 years, but we can, just judging by the intro, a majority of the claims that are outstanding are older than 2 years. So are you working to fix that?
Sure, I think we should see it in perspective. Every year we get over 150,000 new claims. We need to recognize that road safety matters in our country, and that because of the crashes you then have claims coming in. The backlog figure you quoted in the intro has reduced quite substantially to just a little over 200,000 as our team becomes more efficient. So our payment times are faster. We are taking less time to process current or newer claims, and we as a fund need to ensure that we keep up this performance.
And tell me, what's the criteria for someone lodging a claim? I've had a few people in my immediate circle of friends who've had accidents who say, I don't even bother to register with the RAF or to even submit a claim. It's not worth my while. What's the criteria? Do you have to have your license in order? Does your car have to be serviced? What do you have to do in order to register a claim?
Remember, we pay 4 types of benefits. So we pay for funeral costs for people who've died, medical costs, and then for income support and for general damages or pain and suffering. So we cover the person, the impact of the person being injured or killed. All you need really is the accident report, an ID number, any medical reports to confirm the seriousness of the injury, and to fill out a RAF application form. From there, we lead you in the process.
Okay, I'm extremely pressed for time. I'm being told to wrap this interview, so as briefly as possible, can you tell me, lawyers were up in arms not too long ago, and the attorneys, because they were taken out of the process. They could no longer represent the claimants. Has that smoothened the process somewhat, or has it made things worse?
I think legal services are still in the process. What we as the fund do is advocate that you come directly to us. It's cheaper and it's quicker, and more of the compensation will go to you. I'm proud to say 1 in 4 claims now come in directly, and we need to keep at it.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for the feedback. The CEO there of the Road Accident Fund, Eugene Watson. We'll take a